potential. After all, this is no regular motor show. This is Motorfest. The future awaits. Are you ready?
Supercar Blondie and her crew are waiting for you, ready to give you a real taste of the future. To the next objective. We're on our way to meet Alex. She'll personally introduce the two first cars to you and stay in touch as you're driving. All you got to do is pick one for our first event and get as much out of it as you can. First episode, Concept Lamborghinis. Which of these two Super Bulls will you pick first? Egoista or Terzo Millennio?
What's up, guys? It's Supercar Blondie here in Hawaii at Motorfest, and I'm ready to introduce our very first two supercars. I reckon if we're going to do this, we gotta start big. Our first theme, concept cars by Lamborghini. Right, you can choose between the very rarely seen Lamborghini Egoista or the I cannot believe this is real Terzo Millennio, and just feel what it's like to set them free in this world. You think you're ready? Let's go. Terzo Millennio, the most futuristic Lambo ever made. And let's be honest, you can never go wrong with a Lamborghini. Hey guys, it's Supercar Blondie back on the field where we're following one of the most promising drivers of the festival for some serious concept car action. Say hi to the driver, guys. So this is how Motorfest does things. Well, we're gonna get along just fine. In this first event, the idea is to push the Lamborghini to really high speeds and reach each checkpoint on time, which means going fast, maintaining that speed no matter what, and also not running out of time. Alright, as far as I know, this first route starts with a wide road with no sharp turns, so there's no problem going all out with that Lambo. But be careful, the road gets narrower just down the way. While you're driving, don't miss some of the cool designs on the track. Look at that gate, it looks so cool. see, it's super tight here. And at 300, this makes a huge difference. Check out the sun bouncing off that car. Doesn't it just give you the feels? There's the finish, guys. Enjoy these last few seconds. There you go, guys. The Lamborghini Terzo Millennio like you've never seen it before.
The Italian bull never ceases to amaze. Catch your breath. Warm-up is over. It's now time for a duel. But put these incredible cars up against each other. After all, these two units, straight from the Lamborghini Museum, don't want to just sit still.
So you'll be driving the Lambo Egoista for this race. Buckle up, let's do this. All right, it's face-off time, and you chose the Lamborghini Egoista, which literally translates to selfish. It is the ultimate one-seater hypercar. It's all about you and the car. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It was unveiled for the manufacturer's 50th anniversary. Just like an F1 car, it features a jet fighter-style cockpit and no doors, which means you're gonna have to limber up so you can jump in and out of this beast. And of course, there's only one of these babies in the world, so even if you have the money to buy it, doesn't mean you can. Like its designer once said, this is hedonism taken to the extreme. Right, it's time to be selfish. Let's let this one loose. No time to rest. The Motorfest tradition is never stop driving. And you know what they say, when in Rome. We're talking Egoista versus Terzo Millennio right here. It's happening. way. Alright, we're filming all of this, and wow, that view. Isn't it awesome? I've been told that that path is a little more technical. Give us a good show, but, you know, watch your turns. Keep your wits about you. Not to make you nervous, but these cars must not, under any circumstance, end up in a ditch. They're worth millions of dollars. I just gotta remind you guys that this race is unprecedented. These two incredible cars going head to head. We've gotta go for it. Reaching the toughest part now, lots of turns from here on. We're finally out of these curves. Now's a good time to throw down that foot. A design coming straight from space.
Don't let your guard down. We're just getting started. Your dream cars experience moves forward with our second week. Dream Bugattis. Every Bugatti model to date already looks incredibly advanced. So how much further can they go? Well, Alex has selected two cars that'll give you a definite answer to that question. Two Bugattis that push the manufacturer's boundaries to new horizons. The Bugatti Veyron and La Voiture Noire. Bugattis ever made. Careful out there. Don't forget, these cars are priceless.
What's up, guys? The show continues and we're not slowing down. Another dream manufacturer has lent us two unbelievable concept cars. Elegant, impressive, and elusive. We're talking about the Bugatti Veyron Barchetta and the one and only Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Which car are you going to pick? One of the toughest decisions for sure. This is Dream Cars Part 2. Choose, drive, and make us fly. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Let me tell you more about this incredible car. Hey guys, we're back for a new round and it's all about Bugattis this time. Two exquisite hypercar concepts. And if you're anything like me, you're gonna love this. The city in just seconds. You know, not all concept cars have finished interiors, but the cars we've chosen really do, and you've got to see them. My tip would be to switch to the cockpit view to take a closer look. This is your chance to admire the incredibly futuristic interior as well. Don't get too distracted, of course. You still got to stay on the road. More checkpoints. We've got to keep up the pace. La Voiture Noire, the only one of its kind. It's absolutely incredible.
To where we left off. You've impressed, Scotto. It looks like you're going to be the gymkhana driver for the big show. Well, just one extra challenge before that. To the Hoonigan HQ. With the Hoonicorn. This car is so iconic, it would be a shame not to call on it one last time.
right, I brought you back here for one more challenge before I give you the keys to the house. Let me clarify. I took the Unicorn out for a ride this morning. Not the kind of car you'd expect to take a trip to the seaside, right? So I figured, with that setting, a drift record was the perfect thing to do. You know, casual stuff. All right, you see where I'm going with this? I want to see if you can beat my score in the same conditions. I don't think it's going to be too difficult with everything you've learned during the playlist.
You have to beat my score. You really think you can do it? Use all the elements, grind, donut, everything you've learned is worth points. Only 30 seconds left. Only 25 seconds left. Only 20 seconds? I'm kidding. I'll stop doing that. It's not fair.
All right, I gotta admit, you got me on that one. You definitely shredded like your life depended on it. And you left your mark all over the barnyard. We appreciate that. Yeah, that's what we call victory donuts. All right, look, we waited long enough. You've done it. You're a Gymkhana driver now. Finish the playlist. Gymkhana Motorfest, here we come.
Access memory still holds a record of hearing Scotto say that it took a lot of preparation to become a Gymkhana driver. But no doubt you're more than ready. You've taken up all the challenges given by Hoonigan. Now it's time to lead your own Gymkhana. At Barber Harbour Point, and your new car is already in place. Have fun, Gymkhana driver.
Tell the tale.
back online, driver.
What's up?
Shall we continue our journey, driver? Veyron versus Noir. There's a certain ring to it, don't you think? Well, guess what? That's our next headline. Do you think you're up to the job?
The Bugatti Veyron. Nice choice. It'll never go out of style. All right, guys, we're about to see the Bugatti Veyron Barchetta in action, and you don't want to miss one bit of it. This Bugatti is a jewel that you'll see nowhere else. It's based on a Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse, with even more of a cool factor. Originally, they were going to sell this car in very limited numbers to the rich and the famous, but it wasn't to be. So now there's only one in the world, and it lives in our dreams. Except for today. Make the most of it. Hey guys, did you like our previous run? Then you're in for a treat. Same deal. After showing off, time for a proper face-off Motorfest style. These cars are both able to reach insane speeds.
2 more to go. The Veyron and La Voiture Noire. These cars are at the pinnacle of luxury, and yet they're also defined by their incredible power. Guys, these two Bugattis aren't done yet. Are you guys enjoying the show?
It's like it never happened.
Use the car's full potential, unleash it, no regrets. Go for it, driver. The Bugatti Veyron Barchetta, a highlight of the day. You know, this car used to be the fastest production car in the world not that long ago.
After the Bugatti showdown, we're staying in France, but this time with two 100% French iconic manufacturers. I'm telling you, when it comes to design, that country brings some serious out-of-the-box thinking to the mix. About to bring on stage this time are as gorgeous as they're unconventional. Two UFOs that bring a delightful sci-fi flavor to this playlist. Choose your car, live the dream, à la française.
What's up, guys? It's time to move to the third and final part of our Dream Cars tour. And we got two great surprises coming straight from France. These are some of the most gorgeous and unconventional concept cars I have ever seen. There is no question about it. Are you ready? All right, we've got what I call the most beautiful car in the world, the Renault Trésor, and the super fierce Citroën GT. No matter which one you choose first, you're in for some serious fun. This is French Dreams. Let's go.
Going for the Renault Trésor? Don't you agree it's one of the most beautiful cars ever made? What's up, guys? We're about to head into the third part of this experience, and our driver's done a killer job so far. We've seen how iconic supercar manufacturers can go beyond our wildest dreams with their designs, with concepts like La Voiture Noire and Egoista. Now, let's see what happens when we let the creative minds coming from more conventional manufacturers roam free. And as you can see, the answer is nothing short of incredible. The difference here is even more obvious, as we all know Renault and Citroën are usually focused on delivering everyday practical cars, which these definitely aren't. Take a look at them! It's like we've jumped years into the future. The widest boulevards of Honolulu have been cleared just for the driver. What does it feel like from inside the car? Our driver's entering the freeway, which means we're almost there. Hold on. This was the Renault Trésor, everyone. One of my favorite looking cars in the world.
You guessed it. The last face-up of this playlist starts now. The Renault Trésor faces the GT by Citroën. This duel is going to be incroyable. My random access memory still holds a record of hearing Scotto say that it took a lot of preparation to become a gymkhana driver. But no doubt you're more than ready. You've taken up all the challenges given by Hoonigan. Now it's time to lead your own gymkhana. The show starts at Barber Harbour Point, and your new car is already in place. Have fun, gymkhana driver.
This is it. This is what you've been waiting for, isn't it? To become a Gymkhana master. Motorfest allowed us to spice up the island with a huge Gymkhana grid playground and create the most entertaining race ever, littered with the craziest and wildest stunts we could think of. All right, this is your moment. Drive as accurate as possible. It's your performance that'll make it exceptional. Remember that Evo 9? Well, Ron and the boys finally finished building it. And to christen it, I think we make it your machine for Gymkhana Motorfest. I think it's time to rip it.
Let's go. Your car, your moment, your Gymkhana. And I'm not going to be holding your hand for this one. Just do what you have learned. We're going to film this race. It's too important. All I ask is that you go all the way to get the dopest shots we can get. Grind all the rails, burn it to the rims, and jump your heart out.